It's been a while, friends, and I can't wait to show you how I've decorated my plaza for fall. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Hello friends, and welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. While I've been busy moving and settling into my new home, I have been taking some time lately to relax in the valley, and today I want to share with you how I currently have my plaza designed for fall. I took some inspiration from Serene here on YouTube for the layout, so if you haven't checked out her channel, I'll link her in the description box down below. I know you're going to love her as much as I do. I'd like to start today's tour by entering the plaza through the main entrance from the meadow. This continues to be one of my favorite views in the entire valley, no matter how I have things decorated, and especially at night. As you can see, I've used the clock tower from Minnie's Quest as the focal point. I love how festive these fall banners are, so I used them to create entrances to the two separate areas that I created in the biome. Taking a left, you will enter what I call the business district of the plaza. I stuck to warmer orange and red tones for the trees and underbrush, but I did make sure to throw in some green as well to keep the area looking lush and alive. I really enjoy making my plaza a functional biome, and though I have moved things around quite a bit in my valley, I always seem to enjoy it more when the plaza is my main hub. So when I was creating this build, I put all of the main buildings here, including Scrooge's shop and my main house. I used lots of pumpkins to add to the warm, cozy fall vibe, and the bordered brick path creates the perfect sidewalk for the area. As you can see, it's a pretty popular area for the villagers as well. Next to Scrooge's shop, I used the lighted gazebo and another of the fall banners to create a very pretty pass-through to what I call the alley, as well as an entrance to a picnic area. No matter how many new items I obtain in the game, I still find this gazebo to be one of the most versatile, and it remains one of my favorites. Here, I've used another one along with a bench from the fairy godmother to create a cute little seating area. I added a wooden arch and some plaza trees to bring a cozy vibe to the area. As you continue down the pathway, you can see that I used some more buildings to really create the downtown feel that I was going for, and this is really where I drew inspiration from Serene's video for the layout. My main house is here, as well as Remy's restaurant, making all of my most visited places in one convenient area. I also included the Monsters Inc. apartment that was available for purchase in the premium shop, as well as Remy's house to really complete the area. I continued the fall theme with lots of pumpkins and warm rustic decor, and I think the end result is a very cozy build. The fire fountain is another one of my favorite items to decorate my valley with, especially when I'm doing a fall or winter themed build, but sometimes I honestly struggle with not only the placement of it, but also how to decorate around it since it can't be placed on a path. In this build, I decided to place it next to the apartment, behind a fence, which really helped me to avoid my usual struggles with it. On the other side of the biome, I created a residential area. Upon entering this area, the first thing you're going to notice is a little rest area with an ice cream cart. It's actually been a while since I've placed villagers' houses on the plaza, maybe since my very first build in the game, but I thought with the cozy fall vibe that I was trying to create, a residential area just seemed fitting. Next to Goofy's house, you will find an area that leads to the alley on this side of the biome, which runs behind the villagers' houses and leads to the Forest of Valor and the peaceful meadow. I also made sure to leave all of the rock veins open for mining. I also placed a small garden area next to Goofy's house, and I used the Mickey outhouse as his shed, and then of course I had to add the tool rack. One thing I really tried to do was decorate the villagers' yards based on their personalities. So for Goofy's yard, he has the garden we just saw, and then on the other side of his house, the decor relates to the garden. Of course, I had to throw in some fall items as well. Minnie's house is across the street, and she too has fall decor on one side of her yard. I thought the Mickey jack-o'-lantern was a perfect fit for her. Minnie seems to really appreciate flowers, so on the other side of her house, I created a small flower garden for her. I decided to use the flower discs to achieve a more full look versus using individual harvestable flowers, and I really like the effect it creates. I used the space across from Minnie's house to create a small rest area, which is basically just a couple picnic tables. And then at the end of the road, you come to Mickey's house. I seem to always want to place Minnie and Mickey next to each other. It just makes sense to me, and I guess this build is just no different. Mickey has a lot of friends, so I focused his yard decor around that, creating a cozy seating area for the villagers to gather and visit. I hope you enjoyed my Fall Valley tour today, and definitely be sure to check out my inspiration for the layout from El Serene, which will be linked in the description below. But I'm curious, do you change the decor in your valley seasonally? I feel like I'm constantly changing things up, but fall and Christmas are really the only two seasons that I specifically decorate for. But maybe that'll change in the future as more items come to the game. Anyway, that's all I had for you today, friends. Until next time, peace out.